to arrive. You guys will sit there. I'm just going to take a few angles. We'll cut that out, and then the prompting will be you guys will be leaving the office here, so I'll have you walking out. Who feels like they would want to talk first? Let me just get an idea here. So again, the scene setup is I am telling you guys there is a missing person. You're going to investigate at the 50T house. It's owned by a Freet. Possible kidnapping. Okay, so we'll go with that.
I could do a one-liner.
If you want to, do what you feel like you would do. All right. So what will happen now? Now this is the key though. As we run through these, try to remember who said what and when and roughly what you said. Okay. So we don't want to start over every single time. So we want to kind of get a muscle memory about this. So like if Fanny walks out the door and she says something, then we want to try to keep that in play, if that makes sense. So if we have to do the whole scene again, Fanny would walk out, she would say roughly what she said before, and everybody will start to get this feel for what they said the last time we filmed it. Does that make sense? So because we don't have a script, we want this to feel live and improv. So we're going to, have to do it quite a few times, I would imagine, in order to make it work. All right. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Everybody's here? Yep. Okay. All right. So we're going to start the machinima piece, which is just going to focus on, oops, I'm not in a good outfit here. Stream is on. Yep. Okay. Hunters. All right. There we go. All right. Let's just give me a few moments to capture some footage.
So I would think that Pre wouldn't be too big on going to chase down a possible missing person.
Right. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, if that's
like
how
there's
you
bigger
feel.
fish to fry out there than
Right. That's what
so
I would
to
think would
Pre it'd be
be.
an inconvenience. It would be an inconvenience of anything.
Yep. Totally agree.
Like
It
I'll
would,
be like, okay, okay, I got it.
yeah, like another, just another day in the life of, you figure we're loosely the same characters that are in the Trial of the Warlord and that type of thing. It's there, but it's not. So kind of imagine your characters post-trial, if that makes sense. It's like this big, massive thing happens, EAF, the vultures, BOS, and then all of a sudden we're back to just day-to-day life. Like all the stuff happened, which you guys don't know has happened yet and is being filmed not as we speak, but that's what it is. It's now you guys just live in your day-to-day life. And this just happens to be one part of it, which is, a mundane investigation. Okay. So I'm just going to capture some footage of each of your faces as you're listening to Commander talk. 3.
What's my
2.
fuck allotment? How many can I say?
Yeah, this is PG-13, so you can say it one. No, you can say, if it makes sense.
The big things you can't say are anything disparaging, like
yes.
the R word.
Yep.
Or the N word.
Anything. Yep.
Political.
Anything against.
Try to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I gotcha.
Yeah, I think, this is going to be one of those things where we're all going to get used to it. I would rather do it this way than try to do it live. I think, the more I was thinking about it, I was like, oh my God, there's too many possible areas where the fumble would be so bad for all of us that, we would start to lose the intent here. Okay. I'm almost
Too many factors.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
probably a good idea doing it this way, I think.
Not till we're a little bit further along, I think.
Yeah. I think it would be, one of those things once and if there is any following to it, it would be kind of a cool thing to be like, okay, we're going to be 100%, live RP here. Check it out. All right, let me. almost done here. Okay.
Did Alpha make it in yet?
I have not seen Alpha.
Okay, he wasn't sure if he was gonna make it.
Okay.
I thought I scrapped all these.
All right, I'm on Fanny
He's
now.
not on. Let me look to see.
It's okay. He said he had something that may impact when they come up, so.
Damn.
Okay, I'm almost done. Here we go. Last shot for the
So right
machines.
here, you're briefing us on the missing persons.
Yep. So
Okay.
yeah. So basically,
Gotcha.
yeah. So the audience is going to see a cleaner, meaning a clean, scripted, cut-driven mini lore video, which basically we're using to set up each scenario. So when you watch in-game cut footage when we're playing a video game, right? It's designed to draw your mind into the moment so that when you're playing the game, it feels like the movie you just watched a little bit, right? So your brain kind of makes that connection. Like think Diablo. If you guys have ever played Diablo, it's like got this amazing cut footage, and then all of a sudden you're just over top looking down at your character, and it's not detailed. Nothing looks particularly impressive compared to the movie. That's what these are going to be. So these are going to kind of put people into the scene, give them details as to what they're seeing, why they're seeing it, and then explain why people are just running around RPing. All right, so we're good here. Okay, so now the briefing would have ended. All right, you guys will stand up, and Commander basically will have said, head down to the garage, prep your equipment, whatever you need to go on out. We want this to be about a 5 to 7 minute banter. Okay, so as you walk out of the room, you guys can be mumbling to each other. It's okay to talk as a group if you want to. It is what it is. So I'm gonna basically be far enough back to where we can't see Commander. So the camera is on. So this first scene, you guys are gonna walk through, and I'll just follow you around. Okay. All right, here we go. We're all experimenting together. 3, 2, 1. Action.
All right, everyone. You heard Commander. Head on down. Get your weapons checked out. Get your gear. Pack any gear you might need. Reduce your weight some.
This Dominion,
Let's go check out this missing person thing.
So, now wait a minute. When did Ifrit get a tea house? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
You don't remember?
And nobody told me about that.
How long ago did
tea
that
house.
get set up?
She doesn't strike me as a tea person. Is it any good?
I'd say so.
Yeah? She have donuts?
Out here?
Well, for what you can get out here.
I thought it was all right. I'm not a big tea person myself.
So you guys have all been to this place and I haven't been there.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a little offended.
Kind of surprised you haven't heard of it by now.
Because nobody told me, that's why.
All right, jump on the benches. Get your weapons maintenance. Do an ammo
Also-
check.
Also, to be fair, it's tea. It's not exactly like it's, life-saving or anything.
It would be nice if somebody invited me to tea, Never get invited to anything. But
It's
whatever.
tea.
Whatever. Whatever. Missing person.
I'll have you over for a whiskey one night, Fanny. How about that?
Okay, fine. That sounds good.
Whiskey's not tea.
Well,
I think it's
you're
Well,
fire
I mean,
breathers.
it's still
You're fire
brewed.
breathers, damn it. You don't drink tea, you drink whiskey.
Okay, anyway, missing person. Missing person.
We'll check it out.
Do we have a less known location besides just the tea house? Maybe a couple other areas?
Nope.
We'll have to ask around when we get there. Any witnesses we'll question.
West
How many
Virginia.
recon? Go ahead.
This person works for Efruit?
That's what I gathered from what Commander said. And then maybe a disgruntled employee, I don't know. We'll go, like I said, we'll go check it out, and
She has tea house, and an employee. Man, I just
apparently.
never learn anything.
Yeah,
How
but
many
out here,
recon
there's
do we
always
got
something new
here?
going on.
Let me see, recon, we got 1, 2. When we move out through Morgantown toward the tea house, I want recon to set up overwatch on a building north and south of the tea house, just to make sure there's no one around and make sure there's any enemies we have, we'll clear them out.
I think I might have had my sniper rifle then.
Make sure you got food. It's not a far station. Make sure you have your canteens filled.
So, we have any intel on this person that the employee went off with?
From what the commander said, not really. Just some guy in overalls and a possum hat and some raider-looking girl with pink hair. Purple hair, pink hair.
Sounds like a runaway with a girl.
It could be anything, you guys. But, it's our job to check these matters out, so we're going to do it. Whether we want to or not, we're responders. We respond.
I'm going to cut you guys right there, and we're going to come back up in here. Okay, so the biggest issue we're going to have with a live RP is going to be who is talking when and where the camera is in relation. Like Pre was up here talking and the rest of you were down there, but you could hear all the voices from everywhere. So we will probably want to do this where we have some designated speakers instead, so we know roughly where the camera is going to be. So if we think about other RPs, if you guys have ever watched like Grand Theft Auto, or that's probably the most popular RP scenario, it's always filmed from the perspective of the person that's walking, right? So in other words, if you were to do it, you would just see your first person character, or from third person. It would be like me looking at myself, third person here, me coming over to you and talking to Jameson, me coming and talking to Fanny. So we always have a perspective of who is talking, and
That would be Pre.
Yeah. So
Pre is the focal.
Pre would have to be the focal at this point. So what we want to do is approach Pre more so with, I think, conversational pieces, if that makes sense. So. So it might be like this. So like you guys come down the stairs. All right, everybody's talking, and that's fine. Everybody's talking, but I stay mostly with Pre. So like Pre comes down the stairs, I follow Pre. Anybody can be talking and saying anything, but then coming up to Pre and speaking to him. So if I'm with him here, and then let's say Fanny, you just kind of walk up to him. So stop there, Pre. Face Fanny. Or Fanny starts talking, let's say. Yep. And then she starts saying something to you. Right, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Donuts, tea.
So I'm thinking we're going to need one person roughly to be the narrator, so to speak, in this. And then the rest of you banter based upon, and I know that's a little bit more scripted, but it's still unscripted because we're not telling you what to say. But so Pre, you might start off saying, whatever, geez, another whatever, fucking whatever, however you want to phrase it, another, another missing persons case, And come on, we need to go downstairs, get your stuff geared up. You heard Commander, blah, blah, blah. You know, we walk down here, and then we'll have one or two of you come up and perhaps say something. So okay, I got it. All right, so instead of...
Real
Yeah.
quick, Ray.
Yep.
If I may.
Yep.
When I was in the Marines, you know, we'd be out in the field or anything. You know, we'd be taking on a hump and be
Right.
resting.
Mhm.
You know, the platoon sergeant would come up down the line, you know, kind of checking everyone. Do you want me to maybe do that? Like, kind of walk in and, like, stop
Yeah.
there and say, okay, do you have anything you need, Fanny? You know, any questions? To maybe go over to make a bath? Kind of like that kind of thing? Would
Yeah, I
that
think
work?
we're on the exact same page. I basically what I want to do is have touchstone marks of where conversation is really going to happen. So instead of you guys just bantering the whole time, you come downstairs, give your thing, like everybody get their stuff prepared, blah blah blah. You know, I'll stop right here. Everybody kind of wander into their stations, and then I'll follow with as kind of walks around, and you guys can
I
be
can go to each.
Yeah, you guys can be talking, but I'm going to stay with and then the actual like let's get everybody like on a workstation or wander around. We'll give you an example of what this is going to look like. So is saying, you know, get your stuff together. Remember what I'm going to do? I'm going to have filler too, so it's not going to be dead air. I'm going to have like music playing in the background. You know, like I can put anything into this. Just like one of our videos. All right, so let's say we get down here. You guys are just chit-chatting, right? So even in a real world, we wouldn't know who's who chit-chatting. So let's go ahead and now have you go inspect Fanny. All right, so let's go over inspect Fanny. All right.
We all laugh.
I love my
All right.
name.
All right, it is too good. So
All right, Jordan. Looking good.
Take a good look at Fanny.
yep.
right.
So you walk up to Fanny.
There it is.
Graham.
It's right there.
Graham, how you doing?
I'm
see.
doing all right here.
Let me see. You got that? Okay. Your weapons.
Yeah,
Fine.
I'm good.
Ammo situated.
Ammo is good. I've got enough. Got plenty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have any questions on this missing person?
Uh,
Anything you need to know? You missing the briefing, possibly?
What do we know about this gentleman who's disappeared? Anything? Who
Not
took
a
them?
lot. Employee. Could have been happy employee. Could have been pissed off employee. We don't know. That's why we're gonna go find out.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
ready.
Perfect.
All
Okay.
right. If you
So
got
let's-
anything else for me? Ask. Then go to the next one, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's plan 4 encounters. So what we'll do is instead of scripting, we will plan encounters. How about that? Okay, so that worked.
All right.
That worked perfectly. All right, so here's what we'll do. This next take, you guys will walk out of the office. You're going to give us some perspective on how everybody probably feels, right? Everybody else, you can be bantering, but is who I'm going to be focusing on as we come down the stairs. You guys fan out and go to your locations. Feel free, again, to say whatever you want to say. I'm going to stick with and then we will have talk to Fanny first, okay? Everybody remember where you were at your station. So Fanny will be talked to first, all right? Then let's have whoever was at the power armor station, let's have you come up to Who was that at the power armor station?
Me.
Okay. Okay, so Shadow, just think of something that you would ask about the case. All right?
Who would not want to be talked? Who would not want to be talked to? Like, is there anyone who really doesn't feel comfortable doing it yet, or is everyone fair game?
I think as long as you have...
Yeah, I think I'm pretty fair game.
Okay.
I'm fair.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
That power armor's gonna come back.
I won't try to get too elaborate on shit. I'll just,
Yeah.
get ready to move out on a patrol. Go
Yep.
do this.
Right.
investigation.
Exactly. Okay. So the power armor. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Power armor kit. Just do whatever you need to do to get it there, because I'll be focused on them. And then you're just gonna. All I care about is that somebody walks up to after the conversation with Fanny. Okay. And then what will happen is we will take whoever talks to at that point, the power armor. So that's Monty. Monty, I'm going to follow you over to Jameson. Okay? So I will leave behind once he's done talking with you. and then I'll follow you over to Jameson, and Jameson, you and Pre have a conversation about what's about to happen. Okay, so we'll start with that. We'll start with. Does that all make
Or
sense to you guys? Go ahead.
You mean Monty and Jameson are talking, right?
Yeah, sorry, did I say Pre? Yep.
You
Sorry.
clarify. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. We're trading
coming
to
up
Monty.
to, or am I walking to Pre?
So you're gonna walk up to Pre as you hear him talking to Fanny, and you can just ask him what anything you can come up with that you want to ask him about the case or about your equipment or whatever. Then once you have ended that conversation, I will leave Pre, and you will become the center of my focus as we move on to Jameson, and then the two of you can have
like that idea.
Yeah, so we're not going to
alternate.
we're not going to script what you guys say, but we'll script where we are in the world when the time comes, okay? So we'll run through it this time again. So Pre, you're going to kind of set the tone for what's happening here. All right, here we go. And I'm going to stay with you. Here we go, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and action.
All right, you guys heard the commander. Let's head on down to the garage. You're geared up. Get your weapons checked out. Craft any ammo you may need. Get any med kits you might want. Food, water. So let's head on down. Go ahead. I'll follow you guys out.
So,
Go ahead, Fanny. Go ahead.
When did Ifrit get a tea house?
It's been a minute.
Really? How come nobody told? I didn't know this. How come nobody told me this?
You know, you have been on quite a few patrols lately. You've been in the field quite a bit, so.
Well, is the tea any good?
For what we can get out here, I'd say it's pretty decent.
Does she have donuts?
Yeah.
I think she does, yes.
Oh, good. I'm gonna try a donut.
I do like donuts.
She doesn't strike me as a tea person, though.
And not many fire breathers are tea people.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
All right, everyone. Get your weapons maintenance. All right, Graham. Let's see. You got your weapons going, your armor.
Yeah, doing pretty good here.
All right. You have anything you need to know about the investigation? Did you get what the commander is saying about what's going on?
I did. I just wonder, do we have any more information about the individual or individuals who this kid went off with? Anything at all?
Like Commander said, just some guy in overalls and a possum hat. And then there's some weird lady in Raider gear and I think pink hair. So it could be anything, you know. It could be this kid wanting to go party all night, leaving work. It could be, you know, him running off with a girl. Who knows? But we gotta go check it out. So
yeah,
what we're gonna do?
I suppose we do.
Sounds like a standard runaway to me.
Could be that too. All right, Monty, you all geared up?
Yeah, I could use some plastic explosive, though.
All right, let me see what we can come up with.
Alright, plastic explosive, boss. What the hell are you gonna do with that?
Yeah, what do you have on you right now?
Well, I'm all out of ordnance at the moment.
Oh, you're all out? All right. Let's get some ordnance crafted for you then. Let me go and see what I can whip up for you.
Jeez, plastic explosives, boss. What the hell are you gonna blow up with this shit?
Hey, Jameson.
Hey, Monty.
How's Athena doing?
She's good. What do you think about the case? Romeo and Juliet or an actual runaway?
Could be a lover's quarrel.
I could see either way.
Alright. Good talking to you.
Okay. All right. So yeah, okay. We're on the right track now. That was really good actually. Okay. All right. So we have that phase. Pre comes down, sets the tone. I'm going to stay with Pre and the the briefing room more so that we can set who that voice is. So that's the change I'm going to make. So Pre, you're going to stay in and basically do what you just did in the briefing room. I'm going to stay with you as they walk out and filter out so that I can stay on your character more. All right, we'll go to Fanny and the conversation there. That was fine. What I would do, Monty, is maybe walk up and interrupt the conversation and just be like, "Sir, when you're done, I need to speak with you." All right, so we'll go from Fanny to Monty. Monty goes to Pre. Yeah. And Pre will, what you did there was great. You disengaged. Let me go check and see what I can do. What I would probably do, Jameson, is just so I can see you a little bit better, maybe step a little bit further in the garage so that I don't have to travel down the steps too much. So you'll just be a little bit closer, closer to the workbenches here, and that way I can kind of get in front of you a little bit. So we'll go from Monty and Jameson. We'll separate the two there. Monty can go, let's see, what we'll do is have, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we have Jameson move on and talk to somebody, or Monty? Or have someone come up to the two of them? Let's have someone to come up to the two of them. All right, Jordan, you ready?
Have someone come to them.
Oh, sorry. Let me just,
Yeah, so Jordan, you'll come up to Monty and Jameson and just be like, again, inquiring and bantering about what you guys can expect. All right, and again, this is try to put yourself into that scenario, as mundane as it is, just whatever you want to say. It doesn't have to be quippy, it doesn't have to be out of the ordinary. We're just doing a live action drama. So however that would feel to you. So walk up and be like, this is bullshit. I don't want to go on another. Or be like, this is the greatest thing in the world. I'm so happy. It's so mundane. Whatever. So that'll be the next phase. I'm going to time this one just to see roughly how long this one is. So we're starting to build how this is going to look. I think this is good. All right. So let's go, everybody head back upstairs. So it's going to go Pre to Fanny, Monty to Pre, Monty to Jameson, and then Jordan up to Monty and Jameson as the three of you kind of converse about, and it doesn't even have to be about the tea house incident. It could be about anything. It could be about anything. Just remember that. Live your characters. All right. Pre. Let me go ahead and all right. So once I call action, everybody just stand up, and Pre, you do your thing. Okay. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, action.
All right, everyone. You heard the commander. Let's head downstairs. Let's gear up. Do a maintenance check on your weapons. Double check your stash for anything you might need on the way there. It's the tea house. So you guys go on ahead, and I'll follow behind you, all right? Let's go do this. I know we don't want to, but it is our job.
When did Efreet get a tea house?
Not too long ago.
How come nobody ever tells me these things?
Well, you have been pretty busy, I think, haven't you?
Well, yeah. Is the tea any good?
From what we can get out here, I'd say it's pretty good.
Does she have any donuts?
Yes, she does have donuts.
Oh, I'm gonna try a donut.
They're pretty damn spectacular.
She just doesn't strike me as a tea person, though. Well, I'm definitely getting a donut. That's all there is to it. I'm getting a donut.
What tea can you get out here?
I don't know. I'll give it a try. I guess.
You're a brave soul.
All right, everybody, jump on the bench. Do any gear maintenance? All right, Graham, you fixing some armor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me see. Let me check your pack here. That looks all right. Good. You have any questions about this investigation that we're going to go check out?
Well, yeah. Do we have any more information about the people that this kid went off with?
Yeah, just what Commander said. Skinny guy in overalls and a possum hat, and then some weird girl in raider attire and I believe pink hair.
That sounds like half of Appalachia.
Yeah, I know. It could be anything. It could be, like I said, it could be people who want to go party for the weekend. This kid want to cut out of work early, you know.
Sorry
It
to
could be anything.
cut in, Bree, but
Yeah,
when
why
you
don't you?
get done, I need to talk to you.
All right, Graham, carry on. Your
All right.
armor's looking good.
This kid
Yeah,
sounds
Mike.
like a runaway, in my opinion, boss.
Well, kind of might find this a little weird, but I'm in need of some explosives.
Well, you are a fire breather, so that's not very weird. I'm surprised you don't have any on you.
Yeah, when you blow up a lot of doors.
Yeah, you do blow a lot of things up. All right, well, let me go check out my stash, and then I'll go check out and see if I can craft you anything. See what I can do for you, buddy.
You're too kind.
Yeah, that's my job, big guy.
Hey there, Jameson.
Hey, Monty.
How's the kid doing?
Yeah, as well as she can be. Bit bogged down with papers, but yeah, such is life.
And yourself?
Still living. So what do you
How's
think
the
about the
tin can
case?
treating you?
Yeah. What do you mean by my home, my body? Yeah, it's holding up. Still need to tune the thing out, but it's still functioning.
That's good to hear.
So what do you think about the case? Romeo
Nah.
and Juliet, or
Definitely something like that. Or you never know, could be kid said something wrong and they whacked him.
stranger things have happened.
Ain't that the truth?
All right, cut. Jordan, where are you, man?
I lost track. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. All right, that actually, the banter there was really good. It kind of got off the tea house for a second, and I'm really close up on you guys, and it was really good. Okay, so that was good. That was good.
Then in
All
that
right.
case, I won't mention the tea house and what he thinks in that one. We'll just go over banter.
Yeah, I think
feel
the
like
idea.
it's a bit more fitting.
Yeah, I think the idea here is also to focus on you as people, you know, so your characters as responders, but yes, as people with real families or issues, you know, that think about cop drama shows. It's rarely when they're talking interpersonally are they talking about the case the entire time, right? It's like, you know, are you still seeing Deborah? Are you, yeah, what, which kid? How's the baseball? You know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that was
Really
good.
New Yorker, really quick.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Jersey. Yeah, so that's what we kind of are looking for, I think, you know, just the more we do this, the more you'll get to know this character that you're trying to play, and you'll see it hopefully less as a figure on the screen, and you just start letting yourself live that vicarious second life, so to speak, out of it. So the background looks amazing, like as you guys are talking and people moving around in the background, that was perfect. All right, so we'll have Jordan step up on that. The total time on that was over 7 minutes, so we're definitely hitting our mark. So Jordan, have in mind roughly what you want to say when you walk up to these guys. It doesn't have to be anything that I just fed, you know, whatever you feel your character would say. Okay, and then I think what we'll do, once Jordan has walk through this portion. We'll have you kind of rally everybody up, and that'll be the end of the scene. Okay, so however your character would do
Kind
that.
of like move out. Let's get ready to go.
Yeah, yeah,
Warm up.
like I'll probably be right in here as Jordan walks up to these two guys, and this is a great angle. They have their conversation. I'm not having to move much, and then maybe you know come back into the room and you just kind of as you move back into the room, I will begin to leave their conversation and come over to you, and I'll focus on you as you say something to the effect of, all right, if everybody's got their gear together, we're going to head out, you know, something along those lines.
All right, so I'll be over the stash box. Get out of that.
I'm just gonna try to figure out when a good moment to check, like just to see what these guys are in position to actually say something.
Yeah, what I would say is probably based upon the banter they just had. They were talking about a kid. You know, I would come in whenever you want. I mean, that's the thing here. You know, be your character.
Need, like little pauses for you, and it's like in that pause, if we don't say something, just go right in.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
if you're yeah, I mean, think too. If your character would just walk up in the middle of their conversation, that's fine. You know, and they have to deal with it. So, you know, remember this is role play. So you know, if you feel like this is the time I jump in, do it, because we want it to be organic like that, so that it starts to feel like you guys are just having a real conversation. Not necessarily about the case, you know, but that you are living in Appalachia. The world is dead. There's Scorch running around. Remember, one of the things we want to pay homage to is that we are in Fallout. So when you say donuts, Slocum Joes, you know, bring those things in that people can relate to. And that will help place people into the moment with you as well. And also just draw you away from necessarily the tea house case. You know, we want that to be the focus, yes. But we want you guys to be the focus, if that makes sense. You know, like you guys, how you would deal with the, you know, you're not necessarily dealing with the tea house. That's just you know, a thing on the side. This is your job, but we want to start feeling your characters, like you guys. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Back upstairs. Same situation. So it's going to go this way now. We go Fanny. We go Monty to Pre. We go Monty to Jameson. Jordan to Jameson and Monty.
Yeah, getting passed around.
Yes, Monty is being used and abused today. And then
We're Watauga for a reason.
that's right. That's right.
I need to what do you call it? I need to channel my inner mean yelling captain at the police station. You know, the one who's always yelling at.
Yeah. I'm just taking away those benches because.
Just imagine you're yelling at Grace.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing to do is to act this character. I mean, one thing I have to say with Commander Johns and Dutch, they are just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think about what I'm going to say next. I'm like, I put myself right into it. You know, like.
Yeah, and that's why I'm a Pre. But I mean,
right. Just be Pre, and everybody just be. Don't you're not waiting for your cue. Just. If you would interject, I think the only thing we want to do is make sure we know who is going when. But if it's your turn, if you're up in the sequence of the events, then interject anytime you're ready. Okay? And act however you would.
Let me use the bathroom real quick.
Yep. Is that real life or? Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
It's great to listen to you guys. I have to say, I keep wanting to say something. I'm like, don't mute
Oh,
yourself.
sorry,
Hey,
Mama. I didn't even see that.
Any feedback you have, I'll gladly take.
I mean, in character, it's very hard for me not to,
Damn it, Grace.
to unmute myself.
Yeah.
Oh, Grace.
This is good though. We're learning.
I do enjoy hearing my beefcake of justice. Get ready to investigate things.
Hey, now wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait. We haven't met yet. So
I know.
I
I'm
am not
looking
your
forward to
beefcake.
meeting you again for the first time.
Maybe one more time.
Oh God!
Hit me. They were talking about stinky pinkies though in the other machinima piece.
I said they're like pickles.
What? I missed that?
Yeah, that was where I just came from.
I was scrolling through Doc's community the other day and found a dude whose literally his name was
Stinky Pinky.
Yep.
I mean, it's such an underutilized term these days. I
I
mean,
had terror in the party, and we had him dying laughing.
literally. All right. So once Jordan is
It was a
back, we will.
terror.
It was a
Yep.
Doc Terror.
Oh my god. I just been. Grr. I hate this headset sometimes because I forget this thing has the arm is retractable,
So you
so I
have mute
forget
on.
sometimes I mute myself.
Well,
So,
I mean, obviously while they're recording, you want to
well,
be
yes.
muted. So.
Right.
Hey, real quick,
Which is-
Ray,
Yep.
the merchandise, that's on
Yep.
the Fallout 50 website, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Merch,
Um,
merch.
Well, you
It's-
think merchandise would be
It's
there,
on.
especially since there's a link that literally says merch.
Right. Um, yeah, that is the only place to really get to it. We don't really push it
All
just
right.
because why, but
Yeah.
but it's there. It's there. Yep.
I shrank my one, so, or
Yeah.
I grew one of the two.
How's the 5-0 blanket treating you, by the way?
50
Yeah.
blankets is shit. I use it every fucking night.
I know.
I use it every night.
That's
We need
awesome.
morale patches.
Yeah, well, we just we've never really explored the merch thing very much, just because that's just I mean, we can pretty much whatever you
If this
guys
takes off,
want to come up with.
If this takes off, characters will become prominent, and people may want merch.
Yeah,
I'd
and
take a
now
share with people.
and you can. I mean, if you guys want to develop, we can find some of these artists that Chad Podcast has had that artist redo all of their characters so that they can be marketed or at least just purchased for themselves.
we could also get chibis made up because
Yeah, I mean, you can do any of those things you can do for sure. I mean, it's just like Neff doing the mock-ups of Commander and Corey. It's because they're not utilized images from I can't take Dutch and put him on a t-shirt and from the game, his character facial profile from the game, and then throw it up there. Though I've often thought about it. I say. A pair of sunglasses on the chest with Dutch's face on the back. That would be perfect.
I'm here to pack your fridge.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Somebody say fine meats.
Yeah. You back, Jordan?
Master of the group.
Yeah, I'm back. I've been here for a while.
Oh, okay.
All right. You want to play? All right.
Oh, you
All
just wanted to listen to us.
Right.
All right.
All right. On action. All right, one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, action.
All right, everyone. You heard the commander. Let's head downstairs. Get geared up. Do a maintenance check on your weapons, your armor. Check your stash boxes for any food or meds you might need. And let's go over to the tea house and investigate this, whatever it is. A missing person or Buckdick could just ran away. Who knows? But I'll go check it out.
So, when did Afreak get a tea house?
Not too long ago.
How
Month or
come I
two?
didn't know about it?
Well, I've had you in the field quite a bit, so that's probably my fault.
Is the tea any good?
For what you can find out here, it's pretty good.
Does she have donuts?
Yeah, Slocum Joe's.
Oh, no kidding. I want some. She just doesn't strike me as a tea person, though. I definitely want some Slocums.
I'm not sure where it came from. Why she built it or opened it. She enjoys it though.
Are we sure it's actually tea?
Well, that's yet to be determined.
Good luck with that. You're going to be a brave soul if you take a sip of that.
I'll let you guys do it.
I'll speak highly of you at your funeral then.
Let me see your armor here. Your pack looks good, Graham. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you get everything Commander set upstairs about
Well,
the investigation?
I did. Do we know anything else though about these individuals that this kid went off with?
Just the description, you know, a skinny guy in overalls and a possum hat, and a girl with raider attire and pink hair. I mean,
Okay,
it could be
so
anything.
that's like half of Appalachia
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. I mean, shit, it could be friends of his, you know. But
Probably
we're
is.
responders, and we'll respond to it. So, what we're gonna do?
Duty calls.
Yep.
Don't mind if I interrupt.
Not all, Monty. What's going on?
Well, you probably won't find this weird, but I know it's been about a couple of more explosives.
Oddly enough, I'm not fucking surprised, Monty. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Let me go and check my stash box. If I have to, I can craft some for you. But I'm pretty sure I got some in my stash.
You're too kind.
Well, keep you guys supplied, my job.
What the hell are you using all that shit for, man?
Hell, you gotta blast open a door somehow.
Yeah, but you don't need a lot. I mean, just a little gunpowder will destroy the lock, and then boom, you just kick the door in and do the job.
Anyways, how you doing, Jameson?
Good. Yourself?
Could be less irradiated, but, you know, that's me. I was the kid.
She's good. Life of a responder's a bit tough on her with the amount of paperwork she's dealing with, but, duty calls.
You know, the other day she was sitting there with a hollow tape, and it kept playing that Nuka World theme song.
Old memories?
That it is. I swear I need to stop telling her about these things. Every other day she's either bringing home some new holotape or a new pet.
So you think it's a runaway? Lover's quarrel?
Personally, I think it's a Romeo and Juliet situation.
$5 says it's a runaway. Just sounds like it.
Yeah, you never know. E3 might have hired some asshole.
Stranger things have happened.
All right, everyone got their gear. Everything maintenanced.
Yeah, boss.
Check each other's packs. Make sure your buddy's not leaving with anything. Without anything.
I got that pack all set.
All right.
I'm good.
All right.
Beth, you're looking good.
I want recon take point. Jameson and Monty behind them, and Graham and myself will bring up the rear.
Got it, boss.
And you know the fucking drill. Spread the fuck out.
As always.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That was good. All right. So that would be kind of the stopping point. So I think what we want to do now is work exactly from that, maybe one or two more times, okay? So what are we at right now? So we're at 11:13.
Can I just say, somebody who's listening?
It sounds.
It sounds
fluid.
It sounds fluid. It sounds much more fluid now. Like, you guys have done it enough that it's muscle memory. You know when to interject. There's no weird silence. You know, so it's doing well.
All right, now let's all go to jury duty.
I got dismissed early.
All right.
I hate to ask this, but what was the case?
Soliciting a minor for sexual.
Guilty. Fucking guilty.
Line him up for the firing squad.
That's what I said.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Line him up for the firing squad, I say.
They tried to defense entrapment.
They tried to do entrapment because it was actually a sting operation. It was a.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yep, exactly.
It's still either way. Line him up for the firing squad.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. What happened?
Yeah, he'll die in prison. Don't worry.
Court case.
Wouldn't even last in prison.
Now,
Yeah, what
Um,
happened? What happened?
it was solicitation of a minor for sexual activity.
Oh,
Some of the texts I read were like, ugh.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get beat the hell
But it
down
was
in prison.
Yep.
He's not gonna live to
it
see
was
week one.
It was an undercover
operation.
sting, yeah.
It wasn't a real child.
Yeah, it's like Chris
Still,
Hansen
there's
shit.
there's
Yep.
been other ones like that. That's the
Yep.
thing.
But dude, all those prisoners need to know. They don't even need to know if it was a sting
Yep.
operation. They don't
They
care
don't
if
give-
it was
no,
a sting
it don't matter.
operation. They're
It don't
like,
matter.
dude, you tried to solicit it, dude. They're going to beat him down.
Yep.
Local justice,
Yep.
man. Local
Yep.
justice.
That's that wasteland justice. Dog.
We call that penile
He
justice.
is not even gonna live to see the end of the first week.
All I'm hearing is Commonwealth justice for you on the side of my
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think, honestly, I don't think anything deserves a death penalty except for murder of another human being.
I agree.
The maximum
no. I disagree there.
for this particular case, the maximum sentence was 10 years in prison.
10 years?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh, he will
And then he'll have to
because it
register
was
and this, that, and the other.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the kicker is when you register though. That's the bigger sentence
Mhm.
in terms of things.
Because then
So
he
he-
has to find certain places to live in. He has to be so
Yep.
far from schools and playgrounds, and then
Yep.
Yeah. it's,
then he has to personally go door to door to his neighbors and tell them, "Hey, I'm a registered sex offender," and this, that, and the other. So
Yep.
Yep.
he might as well just kill himself. I mean,
And it sounded like too
let's
he didn't
not go
have
there, Cave. I've
he
dealt
didn't
with
have a
enough suicides
record,
in my life.
so
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he doesn't have a record until this moment essentially. So
the only thing
This
is
is just the beginning, probably. Then this is just the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Hey,
it is. Well, he's fucking-
well, the undercover agent gave him. Oh gosh, this is being recorded. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Technically,
Think about that.
you're not supposed to talk about.
Hey,
Well,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
Done.
Today was the last
It's
day.
over now. Yeah, it's over
yeah,
now. So
yeah.
Oh, so it's public information.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
hang on, we're waiting on Scald. Never mind. Hang on,
Oh,
we're going.
God.
We started. Come on.
What? Oh,
It's all
right.
good.
So we're gonna take it from the top now. The only thing I'm gonna prompt you on is
Now on the
as
road,
they
need me, so.
Yep.
Yeah,
As they
Dad
start
just
walking out, start walking a little bit sooner. So as Fanny starts walking, at least start facing them as they're walking.
gotcha.
And then,
Gosh.
yeah, that way, yeah, it looks like you're talking to them. All right, here we go.
Everybody mute.
all right.
From the
Everybody
top.
mute except people playing.
Yep.
All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, action.
All right, you guys are the commander. Let's go on the stairs, get geared up, manage your weapons, get any ammo crafted that you may need, any food, water. We'll head on down to the tea house and we'll investigate what shit, I don't know, could be anything. Kid running away, I don't know. But we're responders and we're gonna respond. Simple as fucking that. So let's go get ready.
So, when did Ifrit get a tea house?
A couple months ago, I think.
Couple months? How did I not know about this?
I've had you busy in the field. Sorry I didn't inform you.
Well, is it any good?
Not bad.
She have
For what we can
donuts?
find out here. Decent.
Yeah, Slocum Joe's.
Oh, that's great. I want some.
Well, we're headed
I
that
still
way.
prefer a good beignet.
So this tea, is it really tea? She doesn't strike me as a tea person.
Give it a shot. Let me know what you think.
I don't know if I'm that brave, honestly.
No one is.
I mean, you guys drank it, right?
I'm alive still.
I mean, mine's usually filled with a large substance of bourbon, so I couldn't really tell you.
Alright. See, you're working on your armor, repairing that. Check out your pack. Pack looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, did you get everything the commander said about the call we got? What we're doing?
Yeah, I did. Do we have any more information, though, about these individuals that this kid went off with?
Just descriptions. The guy, skinny guy, overalls, possum hat, and girl with pink hair and raider attire. So we'll just question some witnesses and see what they say, and hopefully we find something out.
It kind of describes half of Appalachia, honestly.
Yeah, I know it does.
Yeah.
But what do you do? Our job.
Yeah, I know.
Here.
Oh, not at all, Monty. What you got, buddy?
Yeah, you'll find this a little amusing. Kind of wondering how only took a couple of days, but out of explosives again.
Well, you know what, man? I'm not surprised. You like blowing shit up, so let me go to my stash and see if I got any I can give to you. If not, I can go craft some for you.
You're too
Maybe
kind.
more than a day or two's full worth, shit. You do blow a lot of things up.
Yeah, I do.
Monty, what the hell are you using that stuff for anyway?
When you fought as enough blood eagles as I have, Jordan, you'll understand.
Good point.
Anyways.
But a well-placed bullet still does the job. A well-placed bullet still does the job, though.
Hey, Monty.
Anyways, how are you doing?
Still breathing. You?
You really need to do that?
Not for too long if I don't want to. No requirement, though.
But if there was a... Dang it! The kid's gotta stop playing that dang holotape at Nuka World.
She gets more and more curious by the day. Asking more and more about pre-war items. Yeah, it's a lecture every night.
She just wants to know what the world was like before, went to shit.
I can't complain. I like telling the stories.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head for weeks, aren't I?
Yeah, join the club. We have t-shirts.
It's just like that dang Foshnot song. Anyways, what do you think this missing person is? Kid ran away?
I'm thinking a bit of a Romeo-Juliet situation.
Yeah,
$5 on Runaway.
Bucks? Oh, you mean pre-war money? Oh, no. I'd say about 50 caps. Kid got mouthy and they went to go whack him.
I'd take my bet over yours.
Yeah, who knows?
Alright. The bet is set.
What, are you gonna be our boogie now?
Why not? Pays better.
I'll let Command know you're gambling again.
What? Makes it interesting, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I won 50 caps when you blew a building up.
A building's door. Get it right.
Not my details.
All right, gang, let's head on out. Check your buddy. Check your gear.
All right, buddy.
We're gonna head over to the tea house.
Sure. Let's take a look.
I want Recon take point. Monty and Jameson take the middle.
Gotcha.
Graham and myself will bring up the rear.
All right, sounds good.
And spread the fuck out.
Not gonna work.
All right. Okay. That was even more precise. Now, here, this is where Bethesda kicks in. Bethesda, if you're listening, literally the first 3 or 4 minutes, you guys were all chugging along, chuck, as you were walking. So, there's nothing you can do about it, nothing we can do about it, obviously. That's one of the things, definitely, though, that I was like, motherfucker, okay, because it was literally every time you guys stepped, you all jerked together. I don't know if you guys were seeing that on your end or not. or if it
I
was
got
just
stuck
me.
on the bench.
Yeah, I
Should
saw
we
that. Your
spread
legs
out
shaking
more?
crazy.
No, this was not even. It's nothing you guys were doing.
No, I'm serious. Like
Yeah.
downstairs.
No.
It was game mechanics.
It was game mechanics, exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody was stuck in the same frame of pop, 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 pop. All right, go ahead.
You got enough good ones of us actually getting through there, so if you have to cut a piece of footage, you got something.
Yeah. I mean, there's things that we can do. All right, so are you guys up for doing that one more time?
Fine by me.
Do as many times as you fucking want.
This is the last time.
Voice-wise, I could probably do it one more time.
Yeah. No, that's fine. We're gonna do one more time, and what I'm gonna do, have yourself cut in a little bit sooner. So after.
Yeah, you know what? I was talking, my thing was muted.
Gotcha.
Oh, I was wondering that because I saw you moving. I'm like, I feel like we're a bit past their point.
Right. So I would say once Jordan, once you put a little input into the into the conversation, you can start to fold in.
That's what I tried to do. I thought they were ignoring me. Kept talking.
Gotcha.
I'm like, listen, are you gonna sit there and not fucking listen?
That's why I was wandering. I was walking over to you. I was like, all right, subtle cue. All right, all right. But everything else.
When Jameson and Monty start.
Yeah. Now that was.
You want me to?
Go ahead.
I thought it was pretty well spot on, honestly.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good.
You want me to turn toward them as they're walking?
Yeah. Just exactly. Walk. As they're moving, you're going to be facing them to talk to them. All right, here we go.
Gotcha.
All right, last go round, and then we'll take the best of all of the takes here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Act.
All right, everyone. You heard the commander. Let's head downstairs. We'll gear up. Maintenance your weapons. Get any meds you may need, food, water, fix your armor. Then we'll head to the tea house and investigate this. Whatever it is. Could be a missing person, could be a fucking runaway. I don't know. But it is our job. We are responders, so let's go fucking do it.
When did Ifrit get a tea house?
A couple months ago, I believe.
A couple months ago? How come I didn't know about it?
I've had You're pretty busy in the field. My bad. I've only been there once, so don't feel bad.
She have donuts?
Yeah, Slocum Joe's.
Oh, that sounds good. I want some. Is the tea any good? She doesn't strike me as a tea person.
It's all right. Yeah.
For once out here,
Are you
pretty good.
Sure it's actually tea?
To be honest, I couldn't really tell you.
It's all right. It could be anything.
Yeah, I'll let you guys drink that.
There are tea bags.
I mean,
were they used or original?
That I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll definitely try the donuts. I don't know about the tea, to be honest.
All right, everybody hit a bench. Graham, let me see. You're working on your armor. Check your pack out. Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, did you understand everything upstairs the commander was saying about the case?
Yeah, I got it. Do we know anything, though, more about these individuals that this young man went with?
Just a description, the commander said. Skinny guy, overalls, possum hat, and then a girl with pink hair and raider gear. That's all we know. So we're going to head over to the tea house, ask some questions, maybe some witnesses.
That pretty much describes half of Appalachia,
Yeah, I know. Well, hopefully you get lucky.
All right.
Well, sorry to cut in here, but...
Hey, no problem, Monty. Go on ahead.
Yeah. This is a little embarrassing.
I know that look. Go ahead and just ask.
I need more explosives.
Of course you do. All right, I'll go to my stash. I'll grab you some. If I don't have any there, I'll craft some for you.
Jeez, Let's see what you blow up this time.
It's fair not to ask. Just let them do it. Just let them blow shit up.
We all don't like blood eagles, you know that, Jordan.
Oh man. What do I have a feeling it was something important that we needed?
Sure. Go with that.
Oh boy, it's a lot worse.
Anyways, Jameson, how you feeling?
Fine as usual. Probably could tune up my hand, though.
A little elbow grease should work for your hand. Anyways, what if they... Oh, come on! You know what? Your kid's gotta stop playing that dang holotape in Nuka World.
Athena enjoys it, what can I say? She likes learning the history behind these things.
Yeah, it's almost as worse as that Foshnot song.
Don't remind me.
Oh, come on. She just wants to know what the world was like before we sent it to hell.
I can't complain. I enjoy telling the stories.
All right, everyone. Everyone geared up?
Yeah, boss.
Check out your buddy. Make sure their pack's tight, nice and tight. Let me see. Looking good. One over here look all right.
Weapon could use some cleaning.
Well, you got a field kit for that. I want recon taking point. Monty and Jameson, I'm in the center, and Graham and myself will bring up the rear.
All right, sounds good.
Aye, aye.
Remember, spread the fuck out. Don't bunch up.
All right, that was awesome. All right, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. No, that was great, guys. And that's exactly what it's going to take. And we've already learned a million things tonight. One, we're going to set where we want the transactions to be. That's the only scripted aspect. In between that, you guys will start, bantering, and Fanny and all of you actually had it perfectly. So in the beginning, Fanny was clockwork, donuts, Slocum Joe's, bam, Athena, all the conversations, Monty coming up, explosions, that was perfect. All right, so no, it looked really good, and it was cinematic. It was cinematic. So that's what we're after. All right, I'm going to cut the stream right there, and now we know the formula. I honestly